Hi, my name is Mr. Walker, and I will be your summer school physics teacher. So hopefully before watching this video, you already read the announcement I posted, which covers most of this information in greater detail. But again, my name is Mr. Walker. I'll be your summer school physics teacher. I teach physics at Ranch View High School. I'm really excited to get to teach physics to you this summer. If you don't know what physics is a branch of science which studies matter and its motion through time and space, among other things. And so it is a science class, but it's a science class that typically uses more math than any other. And so, for example, you've probably taken biology before, which doesn't use a lot of math. Chemistry uses a little bit more math. And then physics uses more math than chemistry, particularly algebra. Okay, so you do need to be using your algebra skills in this class. Please feel free to reach out to me if you need any help with that. So in this video, we're going to be talking about some basics as far as the summer school class goes. Okay, so my number one goal for this class is for each one of you guys to be successful and to receive credit for the first semester of physics. My job is to put you in the best position to be successful. Okay. My second goal for this class is, of course, to teach you physics. We're going to be talking about some critical physics concepts. We're going to be developing problem-solving skills. We're going to be studying things like kinematics, free fall, projectile motion, forces and Newton's laws, circular motion, and hopefully, if we have time, momentum and impulse. And so there's a lot of thinking in physics, there's a lot of math, there's a lot of problem solving, like I said. And so we're really going to be having to stay focused in this class. If we don't have time to get through everything, I might have to shorten some units or cut some units. But these are the units that I plan to get through, at least right now. So what are my expectations in this class? Okay, so my expectations are, of course, I expect you to be completely engaged in the class. This is not the kind of class where you can like have a video on in the background and be watching YouTube videos at the same time. You need to be 100% focused in this class because physics is not necessarily the easiest class. I expect you to complete your classwork on time. So each day I will post the module for that day by 8 a.m. And you basically have all day to complete that assignment. You have until 11:59 of that day. So, for example, if today is Tuesday, I post the assignment at 8 a.m. on Tuesday. You have until 11:59 p.m. on Tuesday to complete that assignment. Now, if you don't complete the assignment, and when I say the assignment, I mean all of the assignments in that module. Okay, I'm not talking about individual assignments. If you don't complete all of the work for that day, then what might happen is you might not get your full grade for that day. And if you don't complete any assignments for that day, then you might be counted absent. And if you have more than 2 absences, you will be dropped from summer school. So please make sure that you stay up with your work. Do keep in mind that you have until 11:59 to submit all of the module assignments for that day. But I will be available to answer your questions until 1 p.m. So it would be in your best interest if you can to do the work in the morning, just so you have access to me if you need me to explain things or go over questions on Zoom or something. Another expectation is I expect you to ask questions if you don't understand or if you need help. Physics, like I said, can be a difficult subject for a lot of people, especially because of the math component. It is okay if you don't understand something. Okay, that is not a problem. But if you don't understand something, I need you to ask questions. Even if you think it's a silly question, even if you think it's a stupid question, please feel free to ask me. You can either send me an email and I'll get back to you right away, as long as it's before 1, or you can log into our Zoom meeting for that day. I'll do my best to be on Zoom until 1 p.m. every day, more or less, if you need me to explain something or go over a problem. The Zoom info for the meeting I will post as an announcement each day on Canvas. So if you do want to talk to me over Zoom, just go to announcements for that day, and you should see a link with the Zoom info for that day. Okay, or send me an email. My email is walkerse@cfbisd.edu. Summer school hours do go until 1 p.m. So if it's after 1 p.m., I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. But if you can, definitely, like I said, do the work earlier in the day, because as long as it's not after 1 p.m., I should be able to reply back to you almost immediately. I expect you to work hard and demonstrate your mastery of the material. There are no free rides in this class. You have to do the work to understand everything we're going to be doing in this class. Okay, so I do expect you to work hard. With that being said, if you do everything that I ask of you, you should be successful in this class. I've tried to design this class, or if you do everything in order and you ask questions, if you need to fill in the gaps in your information, that you should be successful in this class. Okay, so please do your best work. The assignments are going to be done through Canvas. I will be posting all assignments and announcements to you through Canvas, so I would highly recommend that if you don't have it already, that you download the Student Canvas app and change your notification settings so you can get notified immediately when I make an announcement or when I post a new module. Make sure you're completing the assignments in Canvas in the order that they are given. They have to be done in a specific order. Make sure you do all of the assignments in that module. And so each day there's going to be a different module with multiple assignments. Okay, so day 1, today's module might have like 6 or 7 assignments. You have to do all of the assignments for that day to get credit, because each assignment within that module is worth a certain number of points. Okay, so if you only do like 3 out of 6 assignments for day 1, then you might end up with like a 40 or 50. Okay, so make sure you do all of the assignments in that day's module. Many assignments in Canvas are going to ask you for a numerical answer. You don't need to include units on your answer. You do need to make sure if your answer should be negative that you put a negative sign, but just keep that in mind. Some assignments ask you to download a file to print. If you don't have a printer, that's perfectly fine. But in that case, you have to complete the work on a scratch sheet of paper. Please try to write legibly and big so I can see it easily on the picture. And then once you're done with the work, you should take a picture of your work and upload those files to Canvas. If it's a practice assignment, you should be able to submit practice assignments as many times as you want, which means everybody should have 100 for practice assignments, because even if you do it once or twice and you miss some questions, you should be able to do those again to get up to the full amount of credit. Now for quiz assignments, you can only do those assignments once, so please make sure all of your answers are 100% double checked before you submit quiz assignments. Now as far as grading goes, so each day you'll have a module to complete, and the module will have multiple assignments. Each of those assignments is going to be worth a certain number of points and will be added to your points for that day. You only get one formative grade for each day. Okay, so that means at the end of this course, at the end of the semester of summer school, you're going to have 8 grades. You're going to have one for each day. There's 7 days of instruction plus 2 grades on the last day. So that's a total of 8 grades. So again, day 1, you're only going to get 1 grade for day 1, but that grade might be based off of all of the assignments in that module. Okay, so that you might have 6 assignments in that module that all add up to 1 grade for that day. Okay, so please make sure that you're doing all of the work for that module. And again, I'll post the module and give you access to it by 8 a.m. every day. And so just make sure that you get on that as soon as you can. Every single activity we do might be a grade. It might count towards your grade for that day, so please be diligent about completing your work on time. In case you're wondering about the class format, basically the format I've come up with, it's very straightforward. Each section of the unit, you're going to watch 1 or 2 videos through Edpuzzle going over the notes and examples. The PowerPoint notes that I'm going to be looking at, I will give you access to those if you just want to look at those on your own, but I find that it's better if I explain some things for you. So you're going to watch these videos through Edpuzzle. There's going to be some questions that you have to answer in the Edpuzzle videos. If you want to watch the videos on your own, I will give you access to my YouTube playlist. So you can go to YouTube if you want to rewatch a video, because when you watch the video through Edpuzzle, that's part of your assignment, that's for a grade, you can't skip around in the video. You have to watch the entire video. And so if you watch the video and you want to go back and rewatch the video, but you want to be able to skip around, you might want to go to YouTube to do that. Okay, but you have to watch the video through Edpuzzle at least once to get the grade for that assignment. After you watch the video for that section, you're going to work on a practice worksheet for that section of the unit. Again, those can be submitted multiple times, so everybody should be repeating those until they get full credit on those assignments. And then after each practice worksheet, you'll take a short quiz. These assignments can only be submitted one time, so please do your best work before you hit submit. Some units might have activities or simulation-based labs for you to work on. Please make sure that you read and follow all the directions given for those assignments. And if you have any questions about anything, please email me or come see me in a Zoom meeting, because I want to make sure that everyone is successful in this class. I don't want you to misunderstand something or be afraid to ask a question and then have a bad effect on your grade. So please, if there's any questions about an assignment before you hit submit, especially if it's a quiz, please reach out to me either through a Zoom meeting or through email, and I will do my best to answer your questions. And I said this before, depending on timing, I might have to cut out some units. We'll try to get through everything, but we'll just have to see how this goes, because this whole format of online learning is new to all of us. And so I will be working my hardest to make sure that you're successful in this class, and I expect you to be working your hardest to make sure that you're successful in this class, because at the end of the day, my job is to put you in a position to be successful, but it's up to you to do the work, okay, and to do the learning on your own. Okay, so I'm here to support you, and I'm here to make sure that you're successful, and so please take advantage of me of this resource, or as a resource. But besides that, you have to do the work on your own. So as always, if you have any questions, please come see me in Zoom or send me an email. Again, my email is walkerse@cfbisd.edu. Again, my name is Mr. Walker, and I'm really excited to be your physics teacher for this first semester of summer school physics. What you should do now, after you finish watching this video, if you have any questions, you'll let me know through Edpuzzle, and then you'll move on to the next assignment, which is going to be another video over units and constant velocity. Okay, so make sure you click on the next assignment in Canvas, and I will see you guys in the next video.